Title Wonder Woman, Amara and the Friendly Log. Scene 1:1. The first glimpse of the jungle camera pans over a dense, serene jungle, with the sounds of birds chirping and the rustling of trees filling the air. The sunlight filters through the leaves, casting dappled light on the forest floor. Once, in a secluded part of a vast jungle, there lived a young girl named Amara. She was no ordinary girl. She found adventure in the smallest of things and sought companionship from everything around her. Amara, an adventurous and beautiful young girl, walks through the jungle, her face adorned with a shy smile. Her eyes sparkle as if she's chasing a dream, and the peaceful surroundings seem to welcome her presence. Amara stops near an old tree. Under its roots, a small log of wood lies, seemingly calling out to her. Narrator, voiceover. Amara noticed a small log resting beneath the tree, as if it were waiting for her. The log's golden brown color glistened in the sunlight, reflecting a warmth that spoke of kindness and loyalty. Amara picks up the log, and as she does, she feels an immediate bond, as if the log were meant to be her companion. She begins walking with it, as though she's embarking on a journey with a new friend. Scene 3. The beginning of a friendship. Amara and the log move deeper into the jungle, chatting as if the log were an old friend. Amara speaks to it, sharing her thoughts and dreams. Amara: you're just like me, aren't you, little log? This jungle feels like home, but sometimes it gets lonely. Narrator, voiceover. The log had become her confidant, a silent companion who understood her without words. With each step, Amara felt a connection growing between them, a bond formed by shared moments and unspoken words. Scene 4. A challenging moment. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blows through the jungle. Thunder rumbles and the sky darkens. Amara looks alarmed as the storm picks up speed. Narrator, voiceover. Today, the jungle felt different. A storm was approaching, and Amara felt fear rising within her. But the log, sensing her distress, seemed to wrap itself around her, providing comfort and strength. Amara, once afraid, finds courage as she holds the log tightly. Together they seek shelter from the storm, navigating the jungle's rough terrain. Scene 5. The power of friendship. As the storm subsides, Amara and the log find a safe clearing. The sky clears and a sense of peace returns. Amara looks at the log, her heart filled with gratitude. Narrator, voiceover. Amara realized the true power of friendship. What had once seemed like a daunting journey through the jungle now felt like an adventure, thanks to her loyal companion. The storm, which had once terrified her, was now just another part of their shared experience. Amara smiles at the log, her eyes glowing with newfound understanding. Amara: with you by my side, everything feels easier. Scene 6. The last moment. The camera pulls back to show the sun setting over the jungle. Amara and the log continue walking, side by side, into the peaceful landscape, the bond between them growing stronger with every step. Narrator, voiceover. Amara learned that the jungle, once a place of fear and uncertainty, had become her home. And with the log by her side, she realized that friendship could be found in the most unexpected places. Every journey, every struggle, and every triumph was made easier by the presence of a true friend. End scene. Amara and the log walk together, the jungle no longer a place of solitude, but a home filled with companionship and understanding. The camera sweeps through a vast, untouched jungle. Birds chirp in the distance, leaves rustle gently in the breeze, and the sunlight filters down in golden beams, casting dappled shadows on the forest floor. The sound of running water can be heard faintly as the camera slowly focuses on Amara. In a quiet corner of a dense jungle, there lived a young girl named Amara. She wasn't just any girl. Her heart was full of wanderlust and wonder. Amara had always believed that nature had a language of its own, a language that spoke to those who listened closely. Amara steps into the clearing, her eyes bright with excitement. She walks barefoot through the lush grass, feeling the earth beneath her feet, the scent of fresh pine and wildflowers filling her lungs. I can hear you, jungle. What secrets do you hold today? As Amara ventures deeper into the jungle, her eyes catch something unusual. Beneath a towering ancient tree, she notices a small log of wood lying on the forest floor. The log seems to glow softly in the light, its smooth surface marked with faint, natural patterns. It wasn't just any log. The moment Amara laid eyes on it, something in her heart stirred. It was as though the log had been waiting for her, calling out to her, offering a silent invitation to embark on a new journey. Amara kneels down and picks up the log, feeling an odd sense of connection, as if it had become part of her. She feels a warmth in her hands and the log seems to pulse gently as if alive. Amara, you feel different. What is it about you, little log? As Amara continues her walk through the jungle, the log rests comfortably in her arms, almost like a loyal companion. She talks to it as though it's a friend. You know, I've always been a bit of a loner. I wander these woods, lost in my thoughts, but never truly alone. It's strange, but it feels like I've known you forever. Amara's words, though spoken to an inanimate object, seemed to carry an unspoken truth. The log, in its quiet way, had become her confidant. She spoke to it about her life, her hopes, her dreams, things she had never shared with anyone. The jungle around them changes as they move forward. The sun filters through the trees, and the air hums with life. Amara and the log pause at a stream, watching the water flow by. She places the log on a rock beside her and dips her feet into the cool stream. Amara, I always find peace by the water. It reminds me that life moves on, whether we're ready or not. As the day continues, the weather begins to shift. The once calm sky darkens and the winds pick up. A distant rumble of thunder signals the arrival of a storm. The jungle, once peaceful, begins to feel foreboding. Just as Amara thought she understood the jungle, nature revealed its other face. The skies darkened, the winds howled, and a storm rushed in unexpectedly. The jungle, which had been her sanctuary, now felt like a wild beast, untamed and furious. Amara looks up, her calm demeanor faltering. She clutches the log closer to her chest as the wind picks up. A gust of wind sends leaves swirling around her, and the trees creak in the rising storm. It's going to get worse, isn't it? What do I do now? In the face of the storm, Amara felt fear rise within her. But the log, small and simple, seemed to offer her strength. It was as though the log itself was saying, I'm here. You're not alone. The storm intensifies. Thunder cracks, lightning flashes, and the wind howls like a beast in the night. Amara's footsteps quicken as she searches for shelter. The log, still clutched in her arms, feels like a lifeline in the chaos. Amara and the log find a small cave, a safe haven from the storm. They huddle together, the storm raging outside. The cave is small, but it provides the shelter they need. Amara sits down, leaning against the cool stone wall, with the log resting beside her. In the cave, with the storm raging outside, Amara realized something important. It wasn't the shelter that kept her safe, but the strength that came from within her, and the quiet reassurance of her new companion. She had never felt so connected to nature, to life itself. Amara looks at the log, her heart swelling with gratitude. Thank you for being here. I never realized how much I needed someone or something to be with me. I thought I could do it all on my own, but maybe I was wrong. As the storm finally begins to subside, the rain slows to a gentle patter. The air grows still, and the jungle begins to quiet down. The first rays of the sun, still, and the jungle begins to quiet down. The first rays of the sun,